if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Maybe a poisonous spider.
Like a black widow.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Because then I can pick and choose who I poison.
Mm.
I'm a black widow.
Black widow.
I hope I don't become a black widow because if my wife dies, then I would actually be a black widow.
You know, he likes to work in the morning, you know, because he gets like an armor type of thing. That's what he says. A lot of the time he's like, you know, you wake up in the fucking morning early, do what you got to do, like work out, read whatever you got to do for your mental, your fitness, your body, and you got that armor for the rest of the day, and no one could fuck with you. And how do you make decisions? You know, like how do you make those big decisions that can lead up to like a good long-term decision, or if you do like a short-term decision that might affect the long-term.
We party in Ibiza, she my soul just like a sneaker. You know just what I mean. You know just what I mean. I love her as my feature. I ain't looked on.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast where you get to tune in and get a glimpse of the guys. My name is Luciano.
Oh, Yeti.
And we are GG Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. We are doing it.
Dos amigos.
Los dos.
Dos equis. Dos equis.
Los dos, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. But we are back and better. And yeah, let's just get into the podcast, you know? Let's fucking go. Let's just do this. First question here. What is your idea of a relaxed date?
I like, obviously I could say like Netflix and chill, but like something a little more deep. I'm thinking like summertime vibes, like it's really warm out. Nighttime, you're just chilling like on the trampoline. Not really jumping, but you're just like lying down looking at the stars type shit. Like I felt like that's a great, I feel like you spend quality time together just talking about stars, your goals in life. Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
I like that.
I like the looking up at the stars one.
Yeah.
I do like my star gazing.
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah, it is nice.
What about you?
Probably something similar, going outside, chill, where it's nice and warm, and have probably like a picnic almost. Just something chill, you know. Just enjoy the weather, the time, and each other, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's a pretty relaxed one. But also, like, you know, watching movies is a great one as well.
Absolutely.
Super relaxed kind of date. One of my favorites, to be honest. I am a moviegoer. Love my movies.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like I like Netflix and chilling because, like, I just hate the idea of, I don't hate, but, like, I'm kind of against the idea of going to the movies when you could literally watch it at home. Like, I know you try to get, like, out of the house and stuff. That's the point of it, but I don't know. I feel like they simplified it nowadays where going to the movies is a little bit overrated in my perspective. Plus, why the fuck does a food cost $6 for a Snickers there? Like, it makes no sense. That's what really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
But if you get Cinemark membership, you get 20% off of all concessions. You got to think outside the box.
Shout out Cinemark.
Shout out Cinemark. They get great deals. I know because I have the membership.
I had no idea. I would say, honestly, which is like kind of contradicting, I'm not going to lie, I feel like the gym is a relaxing date because you kind of work and get your stress out, where you don't have to really worry about what the other person's doing. You kind of just like if you go on a gym date, you're worrying more about yourself rather than the other person. Or at least I am.
I've never been on a gym date.
We go all the time.
Oh my god. Yeah, you've been on a gym date?
We go all the time.
No, bro, but
Yeah, I've been on a couple of gym dates. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
I think it's just finding
You're the
someone.
man, huh?
Nah, I think it's just finding
You're the
someone that
man.
you want to work on each other with. Like, you want to get better, I want to get better. Let's work together.
Yeah, yeah,
Type
yeah.
shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But what would you say your mindset is about going to the gym? Because I know you go a lot too. So like, how do you like keep that going every day?
I think my mindset, going to the gym is just, at first, it was to look good for other people, you know, for the ladies. And then it became for soccer, to be fit for soccer and ready for action and built. But then now it's more for just myself. Like, I'm just so, like, I want to impress myself now. Like, damn, like, you know, looking in the mirror like, fuck, dude, looking good, man. Looking real good. And then it's like all the hard work and effort. Like, I'm the only one that knows how much I put in, you know? And it's just nice to, like, see it.
Yeah.
And see the results and just kind of, like, I guess almost like love yourself type of thing, you know? I love the way I look. And there's always, you know, for me, I always want to keep improving.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep working out. And I don't know, I think that mindset of just, like, really doing it for yourself, you know, find that, like kind of meaning or what is that thing? Find a goal almost.
Purpose.
Yeah, like you find your own purpose in some sense, you know.
Mm.
And it's good to start out that way. Like, it was like, you know, my purpose for, you know, looking good for others. Then it became soccer. Now it's become for myself. And, you know, obviously might not be healthy at first to think about it that way, but that's what got me in the gym, you know. And I started to love it for myself. And now I just go all the time and for myself and only myself. And obviously the extra stuff is great as well. Looking good for others and being good at footy. It's not bad.
Like it.
It's my mindset. Just do it for yourself. Be a fucking warrior.
I feel that. When I first started going, I went because I was kind of like insecure about me being like skinny and all. And so like I feel like I kind of did it to look good for myself, but I realized like I'll always look skinny to myself.
Mm.
And that became like my body dysmorphia, but as I kept going on consistently, I would see glimpses of myself, you know, growing and getting bigger, and like people were like, "Oh my god, like you're huge," type shit. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't see that. So I feel like going to the gym consistently, mentally, I know that I'm putting in the effort, like how you said.
Mm-hmm.
And so that helps me understand, like, you look a lot better than you think you do. And that helps me in that sense. So that's why I go as consistently as I do. Just for my own purposes. I'm a big stressor in trying not to listen to music or like taking any like pre-workout or anything like that, because I don't want to I kind of want to earn it myself, like within,
Mm-hmm.
rather than using external elements or whatever the fuck you want to call them,
Mm-hmm.
to try and get me like amped up.
Push you, yeah. I like used to do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like all my years of working out, I never went in with like music. And then I think recently, it was like this past maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I started using headphones.
Yeah.
And consistently the past like few months I've used headphones all the time, and I don't know what changed. I'm not gonna lie.
What's do you feel like a difference like when you do it?
I think like before it was like I was almost going like in a meditative state, you know, like without headphones, nothing, just me and my mind and myself, and just fucking putting up weights.
Yeah.
And it was good, you know, like I was in my own thoughts. I was in here and there, and I was using a lot of like the thoughts that, you know, bothered me, like the stuff that was like, you know, pretty upsetting and sad or whatever, or made me angry. Like I would use those thoughts, like I would think about them.
Absolutely.
And use them in the gym and motivate me almost in a sense. But like now it's more like I just kind of go into the gym and put up some fucking David Goggins like motivation type shit, and some SoundCloud TikTok sounds almost, where the, you know, I don't know if anybody knows the Omni-Man theme music, or you know, David Goggins saying "They don't know me, son" type transition, and then like, I don't know, Star Wars Skywalker, just like random types of voice notes that are like motivating, but with like music. And it's like I haven't even been listening to music inside the gym, but just that type of stuff.
So you got something in your ear.
Yeah, I got something in my ear like motivating me.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I'm all by myself, you know, every day and all the time, and it's like it's draining. You know, my body's all fucked up right now. You know, it's all like sore, not fucked up, but it's like really sore. And every morning I wake up, it's just like super just drained and sore, and it gets a lot for me to wake up and then do it all over again, you know, go again in the morning, training, and then work, and then do other things that I got to do, and then boom, I got to go play soccer right after. And then sometimes I got to do some plyometric stuff for my legs to keep them healthy. Bro, and then it just like...
But you're used to it though. You're a college athlete, so I feel like you're used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to it, but it's like at the same time, it's like a solo journey, you know?
Yeah.
Before, it was in college, it was I was also doing the same thing, you know. I would go to the gym before. Oh, dude, I was wild in my freshman year of college. I was the fittest freshman in ever in soccer like history.
Really?
It was so weird, bro. I would go to the gym, work out, and then run 2 miles after, and then 2 hours later I would have to practice, and then go all in on practice, and then later on at night I would go into the gym again for anything that like I wanted to do or miss, or do some touches on the wall. Dude, I was doing a lot.
So you had the work ethic and everything down pat.
Yeah, it was all down pat, and I haven't done that in a while, and like I just started doing it like this year, you know. Well, the past 2 years again, but like injury and stuff, it takes away a lot of like that
motivation, or
yeah, like the routine. It takes away that routine because you don't got the same like almost energy or the same healthy body that I had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think, you know, now just getting adjusted again with a healthy body is just like, I guess it helps to push yourself a bit, that, you know, some external motivation stuff that helps. And I don't mind it, you know, because I do think about it too. Like I used to not go in with music, you know, and it's like weird now that I love it and I kind of need it. I'm like, damn, I forgot my headphones. Fuck.
Well, I think
Just
you're adjusting to what you feel like. You're adapting, I should say, and changing your preference and how you feel good and how you make yourself feel good throughout the day.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think
Yeah.
for me, it was just more of like I need to be with myself right now. Like, try to keep everything else out and just be with myself. And honestly, I think it started, it definitely started when I had my breakup like a year and a half ago. Because I remember like just feeling terrible like every morning. Like I would wake up and like just go for a run in the morning, like 6 o'clock, and no headphones, just constantly thinking like shit in the back of my head, like she doesn't want you type shit. Fuck you, fuck her, like all this shit.
Yeah.
As I'm running, and like I just kind of got used to that, and I realized like that's how you fight your demons, or that's how I fight my demons in a sense. Just working through those mental lapses that I have throughout the days, and it actually helped me a lot. Helped me stay a lot more alert throughout the days. And I guess it started something because I'm still using that same mentality, that same strategy. But yeah,
That's why like I've been reading a lot of David Goggins. That's why I get my stuff from him, bro. He's talking all this bullshit about like you shouldn't be motivated, all this stuff. Like, why would you let external factors motivate you for a temporary fix? You know, like why would you let that happen? It's all up to you. At the end of the day, you got yourself. It's all you. You do everything you got to do. You fucking get up in the morning, you work, and fucking have that. He likes to work in the morning, because he gets like an ARMOUR type of thing. That's what he says. A lot of the time, he's like, you wake up in the fucking morning early, do what you got to do, like work out, read, whatever you got to do for your mental, your fitness, your body, and you got that armor for the rest of the day, and no one could fuck with you.
I like that.
And then you just go back on that, like, oh, already this morning, I fucking put my body through it already, like no one can fuck with me. Like I already did it. I already fucked with myself, type shit.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
It
makes sense.
That's what, like, I do like that motivational stuff, that he says, and it like puts me in a different mindset. So I guess that's why I've been listening a lot to him and reading his books. I finished both his books.
That's fire.
Recently.
What are they called?
The first one is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, and the second one is Never Finished. I finished that one last week.
Fire.
Yeah, it was good. Really good. Well thought out books. He always explains they're not motivating. It's just my life, what I've been through. And hopefully it'll help you fucking just change your mindset and just do what you got to do.
Yeah, get through whatever you're going through.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. You got to go read them. Read them. They're good books.
It's in my Amazon cart right now, actually. Well, it will be in a couple minutes.
And now I'm reading Farsighted.
Who's that by?
It's by... I just read the introduction, so I'm not too far in. But I think it's something Oliver, John Oliver or something. I don't remember.
Oliver. Really?
I'm not sure. But
I know of a John.
I'll put the author up there. Farsighted, recommended by Tyler Thomas. It's about how you should make decisions differently. And how decisions affected the history, how decision making affected history, and how they conducted all those decisions, and precisely is telling you about it. And I don't know, there was just an example in the intro about what was it? It was like a pond or something in New York. I forgot where it was, in some borough, and they were saying that that they didn't know what to do with it, all this stuff, and so they just like let it go, and it was like a wasteland almost, like it wasn't kept up nicely. It was shit, blah blah blah, and they thought about it, and they were like, oh, let's just put luxury homes and make a profit out of this land, whatever. And boom, they do it. And later on, it's like profitable. They got everything going on. all these luxury homes on top, and then boom, the microorganisms grow and grow and grow, and then the whole luxury home just become just like really shitty homes and
slums and shit.
almost like that. And they say like now out of nowhere, all the plant and vegetation grows and grows and makes the property go down, and now the value and the property go down. People and immigrants come through and are living in those because it's all valued down and it's all like very cheap. And then and those immigrants and stuff like that, it not saying that they cause it or anything, but a lot of like a lot of things were happening that were bad, like I forgot what they were saying, but it turned into slums, like you were saying, and they were saying like how that one decision just kind of like affected way more things in the long term when they could have like thought it out differently.
Well,
I
guess, but at the same time, that's what like people clean their houses for. Like if you let shit like sit there, like spider webs, bacteria all grow and stuff, obviously over time it's gonna get it's gonna grow into whatever is growing in it.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of like the decisions you make, the little decisions that you make while you make those big decisions as well. So like maybe them starting that luxury home property, whatever they did, they just had to maintain it a little better,
They could have, but it was like
if
over.
that wasn't part of the plan, then that might have been the decision that made everything catastrophic.
I don't know, the way they explained it, it was very like thought out, and it was like it makes you think about decisions in your own life and how you think about it. And that's what the book is essentially about, making decisions. They even talked about like Osama bin Laden and how it took 9 months and all this stuff of like decision making and blah blah blah, which was very interesting as well. And I just thought about it myself, like what kind of decisions do I do in my life, and how do I look at stuff like that,
and like what kind of domino effects are happening because of those decisions and stuff.
And how do you make decisions, like how do you make those big decisions that can lead up to like a good long-term decision, or if you do like a short-term decision that might affect the long-term in the end?
Personally, I think I make decisions on what like I think is most beneficial for me in that time and moment, but I don't always know what's more beneficial or not, because a lot of the times when I'm trying to do something and it doesn't work out the way that I thought it would, it might be better. So like for an example, about a month ago, a lot of CT artists, especially from New Haven, we were at this spot in New Haven, and this artist, Dusty Stay True, he's actually my barber's nephew, so shout out Ali and shout out Dusty. He was having a plug and play where a lot of artists can like come in and show what they got. So it had a lot of traction behind it, and I was the first one in line. I was the second one in line, and then the guy that was in front of me like left to come back, but I was in line like for the first person for a majority of the time. I went in. It was kind of empty at that point. And like I was like kind of confused about what I should do, like where I should go and whatnot. And people were like, "Oh, yo, sign-ups for to play your stuff is like over here. Like go talk to this person." And like I waited a little bit till like the line got a little longer, because I wanted to have a lot more people there first to hear my music. But then I was like, I don't want it to be like so far in, like I'm starting to get like bored of all this shit and stuff. But regardless of that, it was a great turnout and everything. I actually got my name on the list for number 3, right? But then Dusty and his crew came in, and there was another list that was made. So like by the time the 5th person like started performing, I was like, what the fuck happened to the list? Like what's good with all this? And people were still pouring in. But I was like, you know what? I think like now's my time to really like be aggressive and assertive, like make sure that I can play my stuff as it's starting to fill up like a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of me being third, I ended up being like 11th or 12th when a lot more people were there, and it was a much bigger crowd. And like just like those little things that I think about, like I made a decision to do that, and it didn't work out the way that I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked out in a better sense because I got a lot more people to hear what I was, putting out and stuff. So I think it's like you can't really plan for those decisions, but just having the strength to go about it and actually perform and just do it, then it'll set you up. I feel like God will really set you up the way that he thinks that you should be set up.
100%. That's pretty cool though, the plug and play.
And even like another thing too, like I got my hair braided that day, and I just went straight to the barber instead of like calling him and like asking, "Oh, you got a spot?" It was a random Tuesday, or was it Monday? It was Tuesday, I think. Never go to the barber on Tuesday, and it was empty, and so like I had a chance to actually show my barber like my music and stuff. And he was like, "Yo, my nephew does music. This is him. Like he's showing me and everything." He's like, "Yo, come through to the plug and play." So I feel like if I had not gone at that time, in that moment, I would have never, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those
little decisions that you make throughout the day.
Yeah.
So it can go either a good way or a bad way. Just, I think, be assertive with whatever you choose and don't regret it.
Bro, that's great. That's a great example right there. Of
Just like
decision-making.
everything that falls in line is for a reason.
God really did.
Yeah. God did.
Damn, that's awesome. I'm glad everything's going well with you after that decision.
And now, like, one of the people that I met from the plug and play, his name is Eastside Lenny. Shout out him because he's actually having a performance tomorrow. We've been doing music together, and I feel like his studio is one of those spots that really makes me feel like I found my sanctuary. Like I found my spot to that I just really fall into that flow state with music itself. And like I love it. It's crazy how like everything is working out now. So
That's
God
awesome.
did. That's all I can say.
That's great, bro. I think with decisions in my life, I don't know. That's a great example. I mean, decisions in my life, like decision for me coming back after my injury from Argentina.
Yeah, talk about that.
And it was a hard decision because I was like I was contemplating like, should I just, stay with the doctors here that I've been going to, but have had chronic problems all the time still, or go back and take a big break and really recover and know the doctors here that I'm very comfortable with, and they know what to do with my body, because they know me for years. And it was just like, I wanted to stay because I wanted to play and be around the team and, get back on the field. But at the same time, it's like, I didn't want to further injure myself. And ever since coming back and making that decision to recover and then get my injury, all healed and stuff like that, everything kind of was like falling into like a place of like I was losing my head a bit, like my path. Because of my injury, I had to like take a break. All I was doing was just going to the gym for like my upper body at that point, and it wasn't like anything crazy. But I was going out a lot, and then I was also like, not taking care of my body, I guess the greatest way that I could, because I wasn't playing any footy, And after that, I was just like, I took a step back and was like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I gotta just do everything I was supposed to be doing, you know, already. And like once I healed up, it was like, all right, time to lock in. You know, I was in therapy, all this stuff, doing everything I could, and focusing on my body a lot more, and focusing on what I need to do, and pushing more stuff. You know, my soccer career, and ever since then, it's just like I had like big drawbacks and like big setbacks, and then I'd move forward and setback, move forward, setback, move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all those setbacks kind of like helped me like push myself more.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like if I had that setback in any time in my life before, I feel like I wouldn't be strong mentally to like go through that stuff, you know?
Absolutely.
And like I would be lost on the path of like not following my dream or my passions or stuff that I want to do. And I think now I'm in a great like mind and a great state, you know, like just to keep pushing for my football career and keep pushing on like my passions and my business and stuff like that. And it feels great, you know, and it's been good so far, positive. And I think right now I'll be staying, you know, to stay fit and playing with the team here, and we'll figure out the rest. You know, it's in God's hand. All I can do right now is just keep putting in the work and just keep pushing myself. You know, I feel like as long as you know, one puts in the work for something, things will come out. You know, it's all about patience and consistency at the end.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm figuring out, you know.
I think a big part of that story too was like your decision to reflect when you felt like you were losing your head. Because if you hadn't reflected, you would have never known.
No, definitely not.
So like that one little decision makes a big domino effect.
Yeah.
For progress, as opposed to continuing down the path that you were mentioning.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I know, bro, because people get stuck, you know?
Exactly. But like that's part of the process, you know? Because I felt like I was doing the same, like going out way too much, and it felt like shitty. Like like you go home and you're like, the fuck was that for?
Like, bro,
the fuck did I just spend $150 at one bar for? Like,
yeah,
you know, like makes no sense.
Yeah.
The next day you're like, fuck, what did I get out of it?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
But I'm happy. Happy we're both finding our inner animal, becoming animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. We gotta want it, you know. We gotta work for it, and that's the biggest part. I mean, people get stuck and like are waiting for things to happen to them, you know.
That's a bad trait to have, because you gotta work for it in life.
Yeah, you really do. Because you know, I don't know. I believe with hard work, things come out of it, you know. With like, you know, you have like a big dream, for example, and you're trying to go for that big dream and work for that big dream.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process of working for that big dream, you're improving yourself step by step, little by little. You know what I'm saying? And like those steps that you were to take to get to that big dream, or not even get to that big dream, you're already setting yourself up for a great success. You know what I'm saying? And you already have like a great mindset, you know, of like going through it. And if you fail at the end, at least you know like what you've been through and what you're doing. You know, you already set yourself up to be just like a step ahead, you know. And I think about that a lot now. Like, just fucking work for it, you know.
Also, I feel like when you do that, like you were saying, like you got to work your way up, take it step by step. Sometimes you have to diminish yourself in order to take the next step, because you might hit a certain step and you're like, oh, what do I do now? And you like start like fucking around, and then you're like, oh, okay, well at least I can't fuck around. I gotta like go a little harder, and then that's when you take that next step that you were striving for. But yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, 100%.
At least you have that foundation when you work hard for it, you know?
Yeah.
And the foundation is very, very important.
I agree. 100% agree. Should we do one more question?
So speaking of animals, if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
I don't want to be a panda. They're so cute and fluffy, and like they get taken care of every day.
Mm.
You know, they're just chilling on some bamboos while the workers like trying to chase them around. You know, like get back here. I'm like, trick bag.
Trick bag is crazy.
Just a little panda running around. I don't got to worry about the wild because we're about to go extinct. But like, you know,
yeah, your whole species is dying. What are you gonna do?
Hey man, I'm about to go to work.
What do you mean? Oh, you about to repopulate?
I'm about to repopulate my pandas. I'm about to save the panda world. Hey man, it's all up to me at that point, you know. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Hey, bro, it's your animal. Damn, I didn't really think about this question when I asked it. I would I want to say lion, but I feel like that's way too. I want to be a dog.
Got that dog in me.
I got that dog in me. I don't know. I would definitely love to be a dog because everyone loves dogs, or not everyone loves dogs, but dogs are very high class in society. But I want to think of something outside the box, like a fucking motherfucking
Koala.
koala bear. No.
Chill. Don't they get high too?
Do they really?
Yeah, I think koalas get high by eating a certain plant.
Marijuana?
And they fall asleep for hours, I think, or something.
That does sound like the life. But
Spend most of their time sleeping.
I was thinking of like a crocodile because I kind of want to be like a aquatic animal.
A shark?
No,
No, but you get beat up by dolphins.
Yeah. Maybe like a whale.
You just see you flying out the ocean.
Like everyone's trying to sleep. I'm just like.
Take out boats just purposely.
Yeah. Do I want to be a whale though?
Nah, you're too big, man. Don't you want to be agile?
Yeah, maybe like a water spider.
A mermaid. Those aren't
Mermaid man.
Those aren't real. A spider?
Like a water spider or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe a spider. Because they are beneficial to the ecosystem. They're hated by most.
Oh, bee? You can fly.
I don't know. I fucking hate bees. Like, I don't mind them. Like, they can fly.
But you'll
around me,
die,
but-
though, if you sting someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to fall into that trap. But if I'm a spider, I could set traps as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to be a spider.
But if someone were to see you walking around, you're more likely to get stepped on and killed.
If I'm a tarantula, though, they wouldn't have the balls to.
I feel like you're a bigger target.
But they wouldn't have the balls to step on a tarantula because if I can get around them, like if they miss, then I can twirl them up with my silk and drink all their blood. That's a big feast right there for a tarantula.
But tarantulas aren't that agile.
No, they're not going to take down a human. But
Maybe a poisonous spider.
like a black widow.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Because then I can pick and choose who I poison.
Mm.
I'm a black widow.
Black Widow.
I hope I don't become a Black Widow, because if my wife dies, then I would actually be a Black Widow.
Double entendre. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be a Black Widow. Fuck it, I'll be a Black Widow. Who cares? Like the spider, not the lonely person. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think I'm sticking with panda. I don't know. I love pandas. They're
Yeah.
cute. They're cool. I always like wanted to be a lion, but like finding out like lions just kind of sleep all day, chill.
Yeah, everyone wants to be a lion until they got to
The
do what
female
lions
lion is
do.
just a beast.
Yeah.
They're beastie. They're the ones that hunt.
Actually, I would love to do that, because I feel like that builds character and grit. Because you know how many times they have to hunt and they fail?
Yeah, bro.
They really have to get to it at that point.
They do, bro.
Like, it's a now or never type. They get into now or never dire situations where if they don't catch their prey.
Done.
I've also seen like meerkats fight off king cobras.
Oh, really?
Yeah. King cobras, not king cobras. Which is crazy. Like, what the fuck is a meerkat? Meerkat.
Meerkat.
Not a meerkat. Meerkat.
Meerkat.
America.
Oh, God, bro. We were talking for so long about, like, so many serious topics. Now we're in animals. I love the podcast, bro. Don't you guys love it? Just how different we are? Am I right?
I'm going to finish my drink before you take a sip. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You want mine?
And that's the end of the podcast, people.
That's the end. That's the end. I don't know. You got anything for the people? Anything else? Anything that's going on in your life?
Listen, y'all, just keep doing you. If you feel like you're stuck, or just feel like your life is just slowly moving by, just take it one day at a time, progress every day, and you'll see how it builds up and you continue to grow. You'll find your path. Just get to it every day.
I agree. Keep working. Keep working. And you'll do it like Nike.
Just get to it. I was actually thinking today, which was the craziest thing. I was like, if suicidal people feel like they're losing it all, why would they want to take their own life and lose their life lastly? So if you feel like you're suicidal, don't lose your life, because you'd still be losing it all.
Yeah, for those that think that way, you're not alone, you know?
For real.
If you hate yourself and stuff like that, don't, please, you got a life. You got one life.
Don't lose it. For real. You're here for a purpose.
You're here for a purpose.
Honestly.
God put you on this earth for a reason. You're destined for something, And if you don't know that path, what you're destined for, you'll find it.
You'll
take some time. Just keep working at it, and you'll find it. Just do what you love to do and have that passion. And if things are going wrong in your life that you need someone to talk to about, talk to someone close to you, get some help. And
put a comment in the podcast. We'll be there for you.
Yeah. Make sure to comment down below if you need any. We'll get you the help you need. And yeah.
And subscribe. And
subscribe. Like.
Share.
All that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one.
If I told you I don't wanna know you, would that hurt you? Would you cry?